Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how you can sell your feet pictures in November 2025. Now, I make a video on how you can sell your feet pictures every single month. I have a video literally every single month, I think for the last year. I like to keep you guys updated with the quickest, easiest way to sell feet pictures and make money straight away. But before we get started, you do have to be over 18 or over the legal age in your country to do this. You cannot be underage. You have to be over the legal age. So if you're not over the legal age, don't even watch this video. You have to be over the legal age to even do it anyway. Now, a lot of people also think this is a get rich quick scheme, which it is not. It will make you extra amounts of money. Now, I can't tell you how much you're going to make specifically. I can't tell you whether you're going to be making £1,000 extra a month or more or less. I literally cannot tell you because everyone is different, and it really does depend on how well you stick to what I'm telling you and how well it works out for you, because it doesn't work for every single person that does try this, but it works for a fair share of people. And it's about consistency. Consistency is the biggest thing, and a lot of people give up before they even do well from it. So enough of the blabbering. Let me just get straight into teaching you how to do it. It's so quick. It's so simple. Literally anyone can do this as long as you're overage. Now, men, because I know men that also watch my video, males, you also want to sell your feet pictures. I do know there is guys out there that do want to sell their feet pictures. You can do it as well. Obviously, the market is slightly different. There is less men or less women who are wanting to buy male feet pics, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. It's still worth a try. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Starting off, one of the biggest things, I think one of the most important things when starting this is anonymity and keeping safe online. Now, I always like to start the video with anonymity because I think this is the first thing you should think about before creating an account, before looking at doing it, is thinking what name you want to go by, who you want to go by, and essentially keeping yourself safe. Now, a lot of people don't want friends and family finding out. I understand that. I didn't want my friends and family finding out either when I first started doing this. But also, a lot of people don't want the people who are buying off of them to know who they are either, which I think is the most important point. Is the people who are purchasing off of you, you do not know these people at all. You have no idea who these people are. Therefore, having a layer of anonymity is so important for yourself. Now, for anonymity, you can look at it in two ways, I guess. You could have it so that you do show your face, so you show who you are, but you just go by a fake name, which is what I do. Or you could do it completely anonymous, where you don't even show your face and you have a fake name, so no one knows who you are that way. I was like that when I first started. I was faceless and nameless pretty much. I had a fake name and I did not show my face, whereas now I show my face and I just use a fake name still. But I think either one is perfectly fine to do. And genuinely, if you want the most sales, showing your face will get you more sales than not showing your face, but it isn't needed. And again, for guys who are wanting to sell their feet pictures, not showing your face could possibly work better in your favor to find more people interested. But yeah, so think of a new name for yourself, minimum. Otherwise, just don't show your face. But just always think of a new name for yourself. Never go by your real name. Never go by your real first name, last name. Think of a new name for yourself. Just a first name is fine. Like, I am Jessie. Just think of a first name for yourself. It's literally that simple. Now, when selling feet pictures, a lot of people will want you to be more superior than them. So having in a name that makes you seem superior, like goddess, princess, master, angel, queen, these type of things make you seem superior. Now, I'm known as Goddess Jessie because that's all I knew people were using at the time. I basically just copied everyone else. But now that I've been doing it for ages, so many more names have came about, and it just makes you seem 100% more superior. And these people who buy feet pictures a lot of the time are into a bit of domination as well. So they're not into only feet pictures. A lot of time they like to be dominated and they like to be very submissive. So having you as more superior than them definitely fulfills their fetish in that side as well. Otherwise, there are people out there that genuinely do just want to buy feet pictures, feet videos alone and without anything else. But I definitely think having goddess, princess, master in front of your name just helps a crap ton. It just really does. Have you thought of a new name for yourself? The platforms that I recommend is literally Twitter. that is the platform I recommend to use. Now, if you do have questions about things like Feet Finder, Fun with Feet, All Things Worn, Reddit, Tumblr, I have tried every single one of these platforms, every single one, and they have not really worked in my favor. And that's the reason I teach you Twitter, is because first of all, with the websites, you have to pay for like Feet Finder, Fun with Feet. You have to pay to actually try to sell your feet pictures, and I've paid and they did not work for me. And essentially, Twitter is free, and I know Twitter works. So obviously, I'm going to teach you guys the way that I know works, because the other platforms did not work for me. So go ahead onto Twitter or x.com, whatever you want to call it, and sign up onto there, create a brand new account. I do recommend also getting a new email address, like going to Gmail and just creating a brand new Gmail under your fake name, and then using that to sign up onto the Twitter. For your username, literally put anything you want, and for your display name, put something like goddess and then your new name, or princess then your new name. Whatever the new name is you thought for yourself, put that in the display name area. Now, in your bio, you want to write that you sell customized feet content, because customized content is what these people are looking for. Sometimes they do just want some generic feet pics like what they could find on Google, but 99% of the time, they want customized content specifically to their liking. So write that you sell customized feet content. For your profile picture, if you show your face, then maybe do a photo with your feet and your face in it. For your cover photo, literally do anything you want. Now, to start growing your Twitter account, I recommend typing in feet in the search bar and following a bunch of people who are posting feet pictures. Now, make sure you use these people for inspiration. These people are posting their feet pictures, they're doing different captions, they're posting regularly. Use their posts for inspiration when it comes to growing your account. But essentially, go ahead and follow a bunch of people and look at who are retweeting, who's commenting, who's liking their posts, and follow those as well. Because 9 times out of 10, if someone is liking someone else's feet, there's a good possibility that they're going to like your feet as well. Because at the end of the day, feet are just feet. Like, they normally look quite similar. That's one way to grow your account, is by following people. But the other way is, which is the most important way, is actually posting consistently and regularly. I always recommend posting once a day, every single day, without fail. Once a day. I always say 1 time a day because it's easily achievable. You can reach that. Like, that's a target that anyone could reach. It is so achievable. It's not like I'm telling you to post 100 times a day, which is a hard task. Once a day takes you like 5 minutes of your time a day. Literally post a photo of your feet, however, what pose you want, with a different type of caption every single day. Try different types of captions. Like, some days try dominating ones where you tell people to lick your feet or suck your toes or smell your feet. And then try different ones where you're like, rate my feet 1 to 10. Do you like my feet? Do you like my soles? And then you could try, different ones like massage my feet. Would you massage my feet? I find the question ones always work so well because it gets you engagement, and engagement is what grows your account. After you're posting once a day, every single day, you're going to start receiving DMs or message requests in your message requests. That's where people are going to contact you about purchasing from you. Now, I used to always recommend you having like a menu or something that you could send to them to show exactly what you offer. Depending on how much you offer, I don't think it's too necessary. A lot of the time, people will approach you with what they are wanting to buy from you, and then you can tell them yes or no. It's literally that simple. But wait for these messages where people are going to be messaging you. Some people might just message you and say, hi, I love your feet. Just say thank you. But if you get a message and they say, hi, can I buy videos? Can I buy pictures? Can I buy a video call? Negotiate kind of pricing and what you want to do. But for rough pricing, because obviously you guys are new to this, I recommend always selling your pictures in bundles. So I used to start off with 5 pictures for £5. If they wanted just 1 picture, they are still going to be paying £5. It wouldn't be £1 because they want 1. It'd be 5 pictures for £5 or 1 picture for £5. And so on. You could do 10 pictures for £8. So there's a little bit of a discount. For videos, I used to charge £10 per minute video. So if they want a 10-minute video, it's going to be £100. Or you could do them a discount again, depending if they're spending loads of money, because that's always a good thing. If they want to buy that a 10-minute video, instead of charging them £100, maybe charge them like 90 or 80, because you're already making the video anyway, and 2 minutes isn't really going to make much of a difference compared to like 80 for 8 minutes, And for video calls, which is also something that a lot of people offer, I used to do video calls without showing my face, without talking, but I don't do them anymore. I just don't enjoy video calls. I used to charge £5 per minute video call. But obviously, these are just my prices, what I started off at. You could be cheaper, you could be more expensive. It's entirely up to you. When someone is interested in purchasing content, basically just tell them the price that you are happy with. And if you are not happy doing something for someone, like you don't want to make the video idea or something like that, just tell them no, you don't do that, or you don't want to do it. Obviously, after you've told them a price, they're going to want to pay you if they're interested in buying the content, right? So I recommend using a platform called throne.com. It's THRONE.com. I'm going to link it in the description for you guys. It's basically an online wishlist platform where you can send and receive gifts completely anonymously. Now, you can get gifts delivered to your door without them finding out your address or anything about you. And you can also get gifts like money straight into your bank without them finding out your name, your sort code, your account number, your BIC number, like nothing. So it's really anonymous. It's got two-way anonymity, so it's anonymous for you and it's anonymous for the buyer as well, so you don't find out anything about them either. Now, I recommend going to Throne and creating a brand new Throne wish list. It's completely free to do so. And the easiest way to do it is by adding a cash gift to your wish list of a crowd-funded amount. Now, what a crowdfunding gift is, instead of adding like, let's say one gift for £5, and then if someone wants to buy like something else, you have to add another gift for the set price. You could add one crowdfunded gift of worth like £1,000 or something like that, and people can contribute different amounts of that. So I could come along and I could pay £5 into your crowdfund. Someone could come along and do £10, you know, and I think that's the easiest way to receive multiple different amounts when selling feet pictures. But obviously you don't have to do it like that. You could do individual gifts, but having a crowdfunded gift just makes it so much easier. It's less complicated. It's only one gift on your wish list. Then one other good thing about Throne is that the buyer pays the fee. You are not charged any fees while using Throne. I'm not sure if there's a withdrawal fee when it comes into your bank, but not that I know of, you are not charged any fee. So essentially, after you've discussed payment, you want to send them your Throne link, your wishlist link, and then they're going to pay. Now, if they can't use Throne to pay you, you could also use a website called YouPay, YOUPAY, and it's .co. So instead of .com, it's .co. And you can use that as well. It's basically very similar to Throne, but this one doesn't have gifts that can get delivered to your door. It's all cash gifts or gift cards. But that's one, if Throne doesn't work for them, you could also have YouPay as like a backup option. But basically, they would go to Throne, they would go to YouPay, they would pay it, you would get an email saying that they've paid, check that they've paid the right amount, because sometimes you will tell them they're paying like Great British pounds, but they'll send it in US dollar, which is two different values. But make sure they've sent the right amount of money, and then you can work on making their content. I always recommend receiving the payment before you even make the content, because why waste your time making the content if they aren't even going to pay you? That can be really, really frustrating. It's really annoying. I have had that situation multiple times, so it's not worth doing it. So making the content, if they want pictures, obviously you're just going to take the pictures. If they want a video, you're going to take the video. If they want you to say specific things in a video, if there's a lot of things to say, one thing I do recommend doing, if you have someone that can help you, is basically have like a computer with a Word document set up with a script, and someone else will scroll it as you're making the video and set that behind your phone, if that makes any sense. So you'd have your laptop, let's say here, your phone in front, and then you've got the script to read at the same time. That's one thing that does help. It's not very often that people will send a script that is, they want it to an exact, you know, amount and exact words being said. And it's so long. I've only had to do it like 3 times in 2 years. On average, a lot of people will ask me to humiliate them or do JOY. If you haven't heard of JOY, it's more like sexualized talking. But you can Google it, you can find out what these terms mean. And basically, they'll just tell you a concept and then you just go with it. And trust me, your first video, you might be struggling with what to say and things like that. And you might feel a bit awkward and cringe, because I used to. But as the more you do it and the more ideas that pop into your head and the more different types of videos that people want and like the common concepts that come up, because like when people say like humiliation, I say, is there anything specific you want to be humiliated about? A lot of people send me very similar things. And then before you know it, it's like, okay, so a lot of people generically like to get humiliated this way. So then you just learn how to do it and it rolls off of your tongue. Like, don't get me wrong, I still struggle sometimes now, but it's a skill that kind of does come with the more you do it. So even if you are struggling with making the videos, trust me, that does go away. I used to be really, really camera shy. And when I used to make videos with people, I used to be really self-conscious with the way I looked, me talking, you know, the things that I'm saying, like literally coming out of my mouth in a video. I used to be really self-conscious about it, but now it doesn't bother me. Trust me, that does go away if you are someone like that. Now, after you've made the content, videos can be a little bit of a pain to send across. Pictures you should not have any issues with, but if you have struggles sending the videos across because the video is too large or, you know, it's too long or anything, you could do it through Google Drive. So upload it to Google Drive and then share it to their email address, or you can do it through a website called Wetransfer, Wetransfer.com. I'll link it in the description, it makes it a lot easier. Wetransfer, you can just put it into there, get a link, and then you send them the link, and then they can download it within a day, up to 3 days a lot of the time, and then they can download it and it'll be on their device. Sometimes when you send it as well directly through Twitter, they actually can't download it, which can be really, really annoying. That is literally the selling process, getting the content across. After you send the content, normally they'll tell you whether they're happy with it, whether they're not. You know, 99% of the time people are happy with it. If they're not, just remake it for them or find out how you could do better and things like that. Literally just be civil. These people are human, you're human. At the end of the day, be polite, be nice. That's the best way to be around it. But before we end this video, we're just going to talk about scams, because there's a lot of people that try to scam people, and I don't want you guys getting scammed in any way, shape or form. Now, there's multiple different types of scammers. You've got people that want you to pay a fee in order to receive your money. You do not have to pay anyone a fee ever. That's the reason I 100% recommend using Phone or UPay, because there is no fees involved in this platform. Whereas if they ask you to use PayPal or Zengo or like different ones, they could sometimes tell you that you need to pay a fee, which is literally a scam. If you remember to never, ever, ever pay anyone anything, you will never get scammed, okay? Don't pay anyone anything. Another type of person that could be a little bit of like a scammer are people that tell you that they're paying and they're literally sending and then they just don't. Like a lot, they are just scamming you, because why tell you that they're sending and then they just don't? They're more like wasting your time rather than scamming. They're just like more time wasters, because what benefit will they get out of it? They will get no benefit. Another type of scammer you can also get is someone who asks you to send the content before they even pay. That is a scam. That is annoying. People do that. Essentially, they'll do it to basically, they'll be like, oh, I'll pay afterwards. Trust me, I'll pay afterwards. How can I trust you? You could be a scammer. All of this shit, they will literally blurt out at you. And a lot of the time, they won't even pay afterwards. So always make sure you get the payment before the content. Now, you will get people that won't trust you and they won't want to pay the full amount until you send the video across. One way you could do that is by taking like a deposit, so they could pay like half of the amount or like a little bit towards it, you know, type of thing like that. And even though they could still scam you, at least you're still getting some money for it. And my last point in this video is there is actually people who are impersonating me. If you look on Twitter, there is fake accounts of me, and the only account I do have is Jessie Tyron and Jessie's Backup. There are accounts that are basically pretending to be me and they're asking people for money and just things like that, like random things. Only know it's me. Like, do not believe anyone if it's not coming from my main Twitter accounts, my official Twitter accounts, Jessie's Backup and Jessie Tyron. No other account is mine. Those are my only two accounts. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you found it interesting, and hopefully it helps you to sell your feet pictures, because I always want to give you guys the best tutorials, the best updated tutorials, you know, the easiest ones as well. So hopefully this video helps you. If you have any questions, please do leave a comment down below, and if you have any video suggestions, please do leave a comment down below as well. It really, really does help out. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.